Continuing. So Saul was saying that don't fall into that culture, man, of you think it's all about beauty, because ultimately we all are black people, and I'm a black man, and I'm proud of being who I am, and I know, sister, you're part of being who you are. But let me tell you something. We are a beautiful people, but if we begin to see our beauty so much, and we begin to adore ourselves the way these people in ancient time did, the way the Europeans are doing today, then before our Creator himself, Yahweh, okay, his name is not God, his name is Yahweh. Before our Creator himself, it's like, because ultimately none of that matters. Black, white, none of that matters, because we are all children of whom? Of Yahweh, okay? And one is from the other. White is from black, okay? Whites would have you to believe that different groups were created. Whites were created, black were created. That's why they come with all sorts of, we're coming from monkeys and apes, because they can't stand the facts. But having said that, returning to the issue, the people are so caught up into this culture, okay, just as they were caught up into that ancient culture 2,000 years ago, that the only people who is to blame, I blame the ministers, you see. Because if the ministers were really doing their job, okay, they would teach their people how that their people are a beautiful people. They would teach them how it's against scripture to be anti-self. Why? David, the famous king of Israel, said that I was wonderfully made. Basically, humanity is wonderfully and perfectly made. So whatever nation you find yourself in humanity, and however that nation looks according to the territory, you should be proud of that. No one should be ashamed of themselves. You see? But because the ministers have not educated the black women that they are a beauty of the earth, the mother of all women, the mother of all nations, when they read these things, not with braided hair, they're thinking about the scripture saying you shouldn't have locks, you shouldn't have your hair braided. That's what the scripture is saying. Now, let's look and see what, fast forward to our time now. Let's look and see what the Europeans had, what parts they had to do with that. You see, I'm from Haiti, and I can remember in Haiti, as a very young age, they taught us Christopher Columbus discovered Haiti in 1492, okay, and he was a Spaniard. Okay, and they taught that over and over to us. So we know that slavery is a very major part of who we are as a people. So when you go to 200-300 years of slavery, and the master's telling you that you're the ugly scums of the earth, the priests, the Catholic priests are telling you that you're the ugly scums of the earth, and all these religions are telling you that Christianity, they go and they show you all this white Jesus and all these other nonsense. What else would you expect? See, because ultimately, if you control the people's religious thinking, you got them forever. So to that, let's look and see what Wikipedia. Wikipedia is an engine where you can do research and find about almost anything you want to find out. And I went on Wikipedia and I looked up one famous lady, because when you look at and study Black History Month, it always portrayed the black people that achieve things, great things, and one of the top of the list. Matter of fact, they said that the first female millionaire, black or white, in this country, in this America, was a lady by the name of Madam Sarah Breedlove. She is better known to the world as Madam C.J. Walker. This is what Wikipedia has to say about her. Her fortune was made by developing and marketing a largely successful line of beauty and hair products for black women. The Guinness Book of Records cites her as the first black female millionaire by her own achievements. I forgot to add white on there, but I already said that. Now, Madam C.J. Walker at her time realized that, hey, you know what? I can get rich quick. And she got rich real quick. You don't know how she got rich on the ignorance of black people. She saw that all these black, herself and including all many other black women, wanted to look like Master's wife. So she thought of it and she created a way of making money, and that was to create all sorts of products that became, you know, the straightening of the hair and all this and that. And as a matter of fact, I was listening to her, I think her granddaughter was on NPR, National Public Radio, a couple of years ago, and she was talking about saying, oh, the straightening of the hair is always a thing that dates back thousands of years. And I was like, what is this woman talking about? You see how profoundly people go to justify their own stupidity? You see? But the thing begins with Madam C.J. Walker. Now, if Madam C.J. Walker was a black woman, Miss Black Indigo, okay, was willing to get rich in order to keep her people in darkness, can we blame the media and all the European companies that are out there making money off of us? The doctors know that the perms that the women use, they shouldn't use this. The doctors know that. That's why they tell the women if they're pregnant, you know, you should be careful with those chemicals. The black women know that. But you see, there's something in human dignity. You see, when a people is destroyed psychologically so profoundly, then they just give up. You know, they just give up. It's like I was watching on your favorites, you know, on your list of all your recordings, and I saw Michael Jackson on there. You see, and I like to jump in defense of Michael Jackson, because I found a lot of people criticizing Michael Jackson because he changed his skin color, all this and all that. And I said to myself, you only noticed him that he changed skin color when he changed his skin color? You didn't notice when he was perming his hair, you know, Jerry curls and all that? You didn't notice all that? His head got burned. You didn't notice all that? And as a matter of fact, I respect him, that he realized that he's so inferior with himself that he had to actually change himself to look like them, to look like his very masters. In my country of Haiti, the people, the women, they bleach their skin. You know, the Germans got a product they call Topiclair in French. Okay? And that product, what it does is enlighten a woman's skin. Now, in German, you have no black German. If you see somebody in Germany that's black, they went there, because the German tribe does not produce black folks. So much so, when the Hebrews, when the so-called Jews were over there, they've been there for hundreds of years and intermingled with the Europeans. Let me get the book. This is the book. Okay? Okay? This is the book.